Hello, my friends! Welcome to CJ Reads Books. I'm CJ, and today we're going to be talking about Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So, I've always wanted to read Daisy Jones and the Six. This might postpone my want to read it just a little bit. It wasn't a bad book, it was just chaos. But before I get too far into it, let's go. Okay, so naturally, this book is a fiction, I think. I don't remember where I got this from. I think it was a previous book club book from somewhere. I'm not sure. The title of this said it was written by the same person as Daisy Jones and the Six, so I was a little excited starting into it, but a little frightened too because I'm not used to reading this genre. So it starts out following the life of Mick Riva, who is a famous pop star kind of guy, and it jumps back and forth between present and past, but it doesn't show his present. It shows his four kids present. So at first I was really confused until about page 80, where I started picking up and the storyline started picking up and all the characters started forming. For me, it wasn't the lack of character formation, it was the introducing of too many characters in it. There were like 40 characters by the time I was done with this book, and I was thoroughly confused. Luckily, there were only 4 kids, which means there were 4 names that I had to do, plus a couple of plot twist names, plus, of course, the father. And you go through their life, and it jumps back and forth between their life and his life back in the day, and kind of signified how they became them. And it was a good interpretation of being abandoned by a parent. It starts off in the point of view of Nina, who is the oldest daughter of Mick Riva, and she goes through her share of crap. She goes through a lot of stuff. But I think the story started out very odd, and I didn't feel like I could get into it. About page 120 was when it began picking up, but about 150 is when it became chaotic. And chaos as in introducing many characters, and then she also introduced like 3 different plot lines and then one plot twist, and it was just it blew up from there. I didn't hate this novel, but I wouldn't go and scream hooray at the top of my lungs either. I am hesitant now to read Daisy and the Six or whatever that popular novel is, still by her. I've heard good things about that, but after reading this, I think I just kind of need a break from her writing. It was chaos, but if you like that kind of stuff, I guess it was a nice palate cleanser, the 4-day palate cleanser. Like I said, I usually, my weekend books, I usually don't touch. On the weekend, I maybe read 40 pages altogether, just because I like spending time with my family and stuff and catching up on chores and things. So I don't really get to read. It's when I do reading sprints that I get to read. So it was a break, but I was also like, okay, let's hurry it on so I can move on to the next book. That was my thought and my opinion about it. I gave this novel a 3 out of 5 stars just because it wasn't good, it wasn't bad. I didn't really have many good things to say about it, but I didn't have any bad things to say about it. It's a fictional novel, so naturally I hated some of the characters. But I did appreciate the main character and how she wrote it. Again, headstrong, very competent, maybe too competent, selfless female main character. Always. It always portrays us like that. And that's okay. It's just fairly overused. But gave this a 3 out of 5 stars. Wasn't bad. If you want a refresher, or if you want to read her works, until I read Daisy Jones and the Six, I can't really give you a complete assessment of her works. But if you like chaos and lots of plot lines and very busy novel, this is definitely the way to go. If you enjoy my book reviews, please give me a like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. If you read this novel before and you want to talk to me about it, comment down below. I love to start discussions with fellow fans of books. I like to pick your brain about what you like, what you don't like about the novel and stuff. So comment down below. I also have a link to my Etsy store. I sell blind dates with the books there, so if you're interested in that, please check it out. Also, I have a link to my Patreon. So what a Patreon is if you become a monthly paid member of my Patreon, you will receive all my updates after the edit immediately. Instead of me scheduling them for my YouTube for later, you will get them the day of or the day after. So, and also down below, you can buy me a coffee. But if you can't do any of those three, it's okay, because being here is enough. All the engagement is enough. Please share my book reviews with a friend and subscribe to me, please. It'll help my numbers go up. Thank you very much. And thank you, Robert Willem, for being my only paid Patreon member right now. I appreciate you so much, man. And for the rest of y'all and everyone else, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.